Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am Carrick, and we are continuing on as the Prime Minister of the UK in Democracy 4. This is in development. I've not played Democracy before, but I'm really enjoying this game quite a bit. We are dealing with most of the crises are ending. Most of these things are on the decline. We can see overcrowding hospitals is going down. Hopefully that continues to go down as some of these other things take effect. Obesity should be going down massively. This should reduce health demand if this can continue to fall, and it should, because other things are still sort of kicking in. Respiratory disease should be coming down hard. Reforestation is going to help with that, actually, which is really, really nice. We could look into like a CO2 tax as well, potentially a carbon tax. Organized crime is coming down. Hopefully that continues to come down as we continue to legalize different narcotics and stuff like that. Hopefully they'll bring that down a touch, and so on and so forth. So let's go on to the next one, though, because we spent our political capital for the turn, basically. Unemployment's going down. Good, good, good. Foreign neighbor nuclear missile test. Holy cow. Our strong leader stat is just getting absolutely dominated. Like, we're just getting absolutely wrecked here. No one thinks we're a very strong leader. This is probably because we've reduced military spending, right? And now our neighbors are testing nuclear missiles and flaunting their power and stuff like that. Economic forecast. Global economy is still going down. It's still going down. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I didn't know you could go back to the screen. I just learned that you could go back to that screen when you accidentally get out of it. Oh, neat. Our deficit is not as bad as it was, but 5 billion. Part of this is because our income is just, GDP. Yikes. We've done all this stuff to help with GDP, but it's just such a slow burn. Such a slow burn on some of this stuff. So if we legalize this, organized crime will come down more. Legal consumption of drugs will go up. Income will go up from the taxation of those legalized drugs. It's saying maximum of 12. Is that true? If we go another turn, will we not actually gain more? Will we not go above 24? Is it going to force us to do this piecemeal? Fine. Let's apply the change. Wait, what? I'm confused. Do we just game the system there? How do we do that? Do we just get a 2-for-1 special? Or did we not move it at all? I'm confused. I'm confused. Do we have anything we should do with an ad? Ooh, a tourism ad campaign. Tourism would boost GDP. Yeah, and activate that. For sure. Where does that show up, actually? I want to be a public service. You'd think that'd be in the economy section of foreign policy. Okay. So I want to go to the next thing really quick here and see, GDP is going down, really? Oof. Patriotic plot. The Patriots hate us. Fracking, an issue with fracking has popped up. Do we allow fracking or do we ban fracking? Allow fracking. This bill will give the go-ahead to energy companies to carry out commercial-level fracking operations on our soil. This is great news for consumers that will drive energy prices down. This will reduce the dependency on foreign import. We've already allowed for drilling in a certain area. It will boost the economy. What's not to like? What's not to like is the fact the environmentalists are going to be upset. But I think we do allow, in these tough economic times, bringing up GDP 4%, oil supply 10%, capitalists 5%. That's too good to ignore. We can ban it later. Situation imminent. Multinational tax evasion. Interesting. Technology is actually bringing that up. What are some things that bring that down? So that's an imminent crisis that's happening. Deficit went up to 8 billion. Expenditures are holding constant, but our income is down as the global economy is down. The fact that the global economy is just wrecking us right now. Look at this. How are we supposed to do well? Like, the fact that we're holding stronger GDP is amazing. How are we supposed to do well when the global economy is down literally double? Double. This is one of the greatest worldwide depressions we've ever had. That's just, I think it's just random. I think the global economy is just a random factor that you have to deal with. This is so close to going away. There's a few of these things that if they went away, they would help us so much. Some of this is still taking time to kick in. We're so close. The obesity is tanking. That should bring down the health. Oh, that should help us with it should create a chain reaction. Reforestation is going to help with this quite a bit too. It takes time for reforestation to kick in. But man, the parents do not like the respiratory disease thing. Lots of kids with the asthma. And it's affecting productivity. It's also increasing the health demand. So all these things should just create a huge, really good thing. There was an ad campaign that we could do for the parents that seemed really good. See, this didn't actually get moved like we wanted it to. It lied to us. Confirm using. Yeah, I don't know why that's not doing what it seems like it should be doing there. Where was that campaign though for cyberbullying? Cyberbullying awareness, a program of adverts on TV, radio, and online and billboards to warn parents and teachers to look out for the signs that their kid is being bullied online. So that problem can be spotted early and dealt with before it affects the child's mental health. The youth are positively affected by the outcome. That they probably don't care about the campaign, but they like the fact that their parents were more supportive parents. Diplomatic service. Foreign relations. I feel like increasing foreign relations is always a good thing. Carbon capture and storage. A variety of engineering solutions to the capturing of carbon dioxide emissions to reduce climate change, from direct air capture to methods involving capture at the source from existing fossil fuel power stations. So this is like fracking, but trying to make sure that making sure that the carbon gets captured from the fracking process and everything like that. And that the emissions, reducing the actual pollution that the fracking itself does. In terms of what it's saying down here. City farms, that's kind of cool. Startup, oh, this is good. Just capitalists like this. Only 43% of the company are for this. Oh, this would cost up to billions. Carbon capture and storage, that'd be billions. You know how you store carbon, right? You plant trees, so we're working on that. 43% of the people like that. Where's the telecommuting thing? How in the world is only 47% of the population in 4 technology grants? Like, what the heck? You don't want anyways, I don't know. Capitalists would really like the young entrepreneur scheme. It's pretty cheap. Doesn't really do much for us there. Well, we're looking for a telecommuting thing. A telecommuting campaign. Where was that? Oh, we could type it in here. Telecommuting initiative. It could be quite expensive. Commuter membership goes down, car usage goes down. Commuters like this because they don't have to commute as often. I think that's what that's telling us here. Parents would like this too. National Armed Forces Week. It's pretty cheap. Patriots would like this. It would increase his Patriot membership. Oof. I don't think we want to increase Patriot membership. But I think we just enact that anyways, because whatever. The Patriots are really despising us right now. If we go here and we look at popularity, the Patriots are... Actually, to be fair, the Patriots don't really hate us any more than, you know, anything else, like capitalists and stuff. I mean, the capitalists, it's hard to please the capitalists. You give them public services, they hate that. The only thing they want to do is reduce taxes, basically. You know, they just want no taxes on everything. But sadly, you know, these public services, sadly for them, I mean, right? These public services that need to be funded through taxes solve different crises like health crises and environmental crises and crime crises and so on and so forth. So it's just one of those tricky things. And they also fund these other initiatives like the biking campaigns and the tobacco tobacco awareness campaigns and the research and everything and so on and so forth. So, but maybe we could find some stuff in here that's just, you know, that they would like, right? A National Business Council. Hey, you know, this could actually be something that would be fantastic to implement. Booyah. It doesn't really get them much of a bump, but it's something. It's something at least. Why not? Let's give them all the things. Let's give them all the things. Next quarter. The Patriots are doing a thing. GDP is going up. Unemployment is going down. Good. Credit rating is getting downgraded. How is our business confidence that low? Yeah, the credit rating is being downgraded, but how do we do anything about it? Is this just a random event that's just ruining us? Government debt? I mean, yeah, but we start with £2 trillion in debt. I mean, you're not just going to get out of that instantly. You just have to, like, I don't know. Where are you going to go? To the country next door that has just as much debt? That's the weird thing. It's like sometimes these companies, they're complaining about this stuff, right? It's like, where are you going to go? You're going to go to France, where they also charge you a huge amount in corporate taxes and and have a bunch of debt as well? You're going to go to the United States, where they have a bunch of debt, still charge you corporate taxes and stuff? Like, I don't know. It's just one of those weird things. These are where the markets are, guys. Got to play by the rules. Okay. So GDP is on the increase, but man, the global economy, right? That's just something that we just can't shake. That's something we just can't shake right now. It's starting to level out, but we need it to be booming. If it was booming right now, how did we go from 97%? How did we go from 97% on the ratio here to 123% when our deficit, our debt has only increased by like 4 billion pounds? How does that even make any sense? Because if it's 97%, that means our GDP... Oh, I guess it's saying the GDP has come down? Oh, it's because the GDP has come down since when we started. And that's partly because of the global economy going down. No, it's because the GDP has gone down. Yeah, okay, I get that. Is it really that bad? We have things that are kicking in. It's going to take forever for this stuff to kick in. It's going to take absolutely forever for this stuff to kick in. This game is tough. This game is really tough, guys. We have 12 political capital. What do we do with it? How many motorists do we actually have? We've been alienating them a little bit. Not that many. Parents, I mean, youth and parents don't like us. There's more conservatives than there are parents or youth. The religious actually are kind of, you know, not completely opposed to us. Interesting. That just sort of bumps us a little bit for liberals and stuff, but I don't know. 7 political power for that little smidge. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't know if like increasing some of this stuff will improve the international international fusion research. Very cool. Very cool. Not fission research, but fusion research. National service. Patriots would love this. The youth want it. Liberals want it. So this is basically how to defend the country from attack. But yeah, okay. Some interesting stuff. Costs 50 political capital to enact this? How would you ever have 50 political capital if your maximum is like 30? I don't understand. Clearly there's something I'm not understanding. You could never even enact something like that. How do you gain a bunch of political capital like that? Do you get more like when you get reelected or something? I don't know. This would increase international trade and foreign relations. It's relatively cheap. I think that's a done deal. Helicopter money increases GDP. Inflation goes up. Oh, estimated population. People would like this. So we could just basically give people. We can essentially just send them out checks. Hey, the global economy's in the tank right now, and this is too real, guys. I gotta say, this game is like too relevant right now, and we could just send out stimulus checks. Send out stimulus checks. Inflation goes up a little bit. Poverty goes down. Currency strength goes down. Man, that is something we have to worry about. But the pound obviously is pretty strong. Although I think, you know, I'm curious exactly if we could do this or not. What the heck? Helicopter money, let's go. We're in an economic depression over here. Let's get some helicopter money out here. Let's print some money and send it out. Absolutely. It was 60%, 60, 70% popular, 70% popular. Everybody's for it. Which makes sense here. Gender equality, just general equality. We could go and look at some of these things, but I think it makes sense to look at them in context of these other things. This will increase GDP, right? Helicopter money will increase GDP. Hopefully some of these other factors we know are kicking in. Getting rid of this uncompetitive economy would be insane. But like we really have to, we're close, but we have to be able to move these dials somehow, some way. Yeah, it's like basically you have to reduce like corporate taxes and stuff, or which would be pretty costly economically. But maybe we could look to do that if we ever got out of this deficit. Or you increase production, which also is expensive, right? Being able to boost technology, and we are trying to work on this. It should be going up over time, but we can boost production. Well, alcohol consumption is actually bringing that down. So raising the alcohol tax to reduce the consumption. This is slightly going down. On to the next scorer here. That guy's not happy. GDP is going up. Unemployment's going down. Poverty's going down. This is great. Global hit drama. Finally, some good stuff. The Patriots are going to like us a little bit more. Tourism's up. Foreign relations are up. Good, good, good. Obesity is no longer... We're happy to report the obesity problem now seems to be under control. That should tie into some other things, too. A new major party donor. Good. Money, money, money. We know that the Patriots are plotting against us here. How do we do something against this? This would bring down crime and violent crime. Liberals would be upset about that. Conservatives would be okay with it. ID cards. $48 political capital. I don't get this stuff. Police drones. So the true patriots are here. They're being they're radicalized, right? And they're about to like potentially, I don't know, poor security. Detention without trial. Holy cow! Mandatory microchip implant. What the heck? Some of this stuff costs just an insane amount of political capital, though. Secret courts, torture used by secret services. How could we enact any of this stuff? It costs too much to enact. I don't understand how you're supposed to have 40 political capital at a time when you're the economy forecast. It looks like the global economy is bouncing back, but man, not doing so well. Relative GDP is on the rise. Like GDP is going up, so our deficit should be going down, and it is. We're getting more from taxation and stuff like that. Man, this is close to going away. GDP gets a little affected. Unemployment's a little affected. Organized crime goes down pretty significantly. There's got to be some other ways to affect organized crime. Intelligence. Yeah, well, we're at that maxed. How do we have an organized crime issue if we have that maxed? Is this still kicking in? Implementation delay 5, yeah. I think that might still be kicking in. Should be bringing down organized crime. It doesn't say that it's waiting. It doesn't say it's delayed. It doesn't say it's coming in late, but I have to assume that might be happening. I don't know. But it's just increasing crime and violent crime. Like, I don't know what else you can do to get rid of this without going in and enacting policies. Witness protection program. Oh, violent crime goes down. Organized. This. Who wouldn't like this? Who wouldn't want that? Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA, a specialist team of police experts trained to deal with very specific demands of enforcing our nation's restrictions on narcotics. Trained sniffer dogs, undercover agents, border police, yada yada yada. For whatever reason, it's saying the potential cost of this would be very cheap. People are actually I'm surprised the liberals are okay with this. Like, that's interesting to me. It's incredibly cheap. It brings down organized crime. Probably enough to get rid of the issue. I think we have to do that. Although, to be fair, there was that other option as well. They didn't look too bad. Death penalty. See, some of these are so expensive to enact. I don't know how you would ever do that. Legalize sex work. 25 political capital just to introduce it. Rubber bullets. Why does this liberal? It just has a negative effect on liberals, a negative effect on your compassionate rating. Why would you enact this? I'm confused. Doesn't even reduce crime or what? Water cannons. Oh, those are probably things that maybe get rid of the some of the radicals or something like that. De-radicalize some of the people or something, or take care of those, or prevent like the assassinations or something. It looks like for the most part, it looks like capitalists don't hate us as much anymore. Liberals don't like us as much. A lot of these people, this block right here, state employees, socialists of the poor, they're like thumbs up. They're all about this. Everybody's coming. I mean, it's coming up. It's coming up. Popular opinion's coming up. Some of these things we know are coming close to getting down. How is hospital overcrowding still a thing? Healthcare demand. What is going on here? Well, I don't know if the fact that obesity has gone away, if that's completely kicked in yet. That should be going away, right? Health, good positive health, having a high health brings this whole thing down. Why would technology increase healthcare demand? Violent crime is increasing it too, slightly, but it is. Alcohol, maybe we need to try to reduce alcohol consumption. Immigration? And we have the border control. That's going to bring down immigration. If that brings immigration down, that'll bring down healthcare demand. That's tricky. We're below the red line, but we have to stop it by getting below the green line. If we did that, parents and retired people would be incredibly happy with us. Oh, wait a second. This is about to go away. So when this goes away, parents will like us more. Productivity will go up. Healthcare demand will go down slightly. Slightly, because this will be removed. This increase will be removed. We know that's going to continue to go down because the reforestation is still taking effect. Organized crime is so close. Drug enforcement, it takes 4 quarters for that to kick in. It should kick in before the election, though. Firearm laws. Oh, strict control. I was going to say, why do the Patriots not like firearms? No, it's the wrong way. We're going to go this way with it. And the Patriots will like that. That could making the Patriots happy could be a good thing, considering they're becoming radical. Oh, they actually like us quite a bit more. Actually, that's interesting. I wonder, is that changing the metrics over here? Maybe it just won't increase the number of... I wonder if they can de-radicalize. Because it seems like they don't hate us nearly as much anymore. Not nearly as much. Parents. Yeah, I'm telling you, these two things are really hitting the parents hard. Really hitting the parents hard. 12 political capital, that's nothing. This guy really likes us, though. He's good at his job. Kind of need to do a reshuffle at some point. Deficit. I think things are trending in the right direction here. I don't know if there's something we can find here. It seems like the witness protection program is a good idea. Because presumably, let's see, how does crime, violent crime, I'm assuming this is just bad. No one likes violent crime. It slightly increases healthcare demand. Makes sense, but not very much. That also kind of makes sense. It brings down lifespan. Also tourism and stuff, which ties into GDP. Increases prison costs. Witness protection program. Just seems like a good thing to have. Seems like a good thing to have. Telecommuting initiative. It's kind of expensive, actually. Any of these just wildly popular? We got some 57s there. Compulsionary school sports? Whoa. Youth aren't going to like that. Health goes up, though. I don't know if that's a good idea. Free parenting classes. Everybody likes the free parenting classes. Population will go up. Which increases healthcare demand, I'm guessing. Oof. Okay, we'll just deal with it. We'll deal with it. Guys, thanks for watching another episode. I really appreciate it. I've been enjoying the democracy here quite a bit. I think this is a really clever, neat game, but man, it is difficult. It is difficult. 1 second we're making a surplus for a little while there, but we're fighting hard to get our GDP to come up, despite the global economy just tanking on us. I think if the global economy comes around, I think we could probably boost up popular opinion. We could take care of some of these issues like the uncompetitive economy and some other things. And yeah, I don't know, but we need that global economy to come up. Guys, if you guys have questions, please ask down below. Thanks everybody for being here. I'll see you guys in the next episode as we continue with Prime Minister of the UK.